Oh, we're live. Hi.
Finally.
Welcome, everybody. We are welcome to Sam Jose. I am Sam, and this is
Jose.
the amazing Jose.
Ooh, I get amazing today.
Yeah. Every day.
Hi,
really.
Kim.
Hi, Kim. Hello. Welcome.
Where are we drinking wine?
This evening, yeah, we are already. We have poured our wine. We are enjoying it. We are repeating a bottle of wine because when we got it earlier, previously when we featured it, it was a buy one get one. So I went ahead and bought one, and I got one. So we are doing budget this week, and it is the Girl and Dragon, the Malbec from them. I believe it's a 2018. Yes, it's 2018 vintage. As previously we stated, I do like Malbecs now and then. I really like the more earthy notes as far as the, I don't know, the dirty notes. Sometimes it's just good to have a little dirt on the tongue with the Malbecs. But this one particularly has a little bit of spice to me at the end that I enjoy. What?
I don't get any dirt or ground, but okay. I mean, you probably do, but
I get the deep berries.
Berries is not dirt.
Maybe a little cherry, but no, earthy. I said earthy. It's like earthy. It's like green grass and just being out in the garden. And I guess you don't work in the garden very often, huh?
Nope.
Understandable. And I know, don't I know? Anyways, so this evening, like I said, we are enjoying the Girl and Dragon Malbec. Please let us know what you are enjoying, and even if it's water. We don't mind if you're not enjoying an adult beverage. We don't always enjoy them. So it's fine if you're just drinking water, even juice. But let us know. We want you to hear. We want us to enjoy with us. This evening, do you want to tell them our topic?
This evening's topic is travel tips. I know we kind of covered things that you must bring with you while you're traveling and some kind of tips, but we have more tips for you because there's so many things that you can do when you're traveling. So today's tip is...
And there's a lot of stuff to think about too. Yeah. There's just a lot of stuff to think about, and as we talk, Jose and I, we often we think about it and we're like, wow, we didn't think about that was a good idea, but we did it. And we learned a lot from the last 2 cruises that we did last year, and then from previous vacations that we've taken. So we want to just convey as much of that to you as possible. All right.
Yes.
So I'll let you take the first one because that's kind of your thing.
Oh, okay. So since we're going to be talking about traveling, I think one of the first thought that comes to mind when traveling is packing and how to pack a suitcase, especially if you're going to be going out for a week or 2 where you need to get more things into that suitcase and not go over the limit that you like, the weight limit. And you want to make sure that you still have some rooms if you want to get some things and put them in there after you travel. You want to bring back some things. Just use all the space available. Just roll your clothes. So if you just roll your shirts and just roll everything up, your jeans, just roll everything up. Just grab your socks. You can put them in your shoes. I do that sometimes with my underwear. I like put them in my shoes and things. And then I also put my shoes inside a bag, so the dirty bottom part of the shoe doesn't get your nice clean clothes dirty.
Right. Yeah. So I always have some sort of buffer between the clothes and the shoes. I never really got into the rolling, but Jose's tried it and he's had success with it. So for me, it just didn't work, and that's because I'm weird with some things.
I learned about rolling my clothes because when I went to be a flight attendant for that training, you're gone for 6 weeks. So I needed to have clothes for basically every single location. And we didn't have a weight limit on your suitcase. So it's just try to get as much clothing as you can. I only had 2 bags, and it was a small one and a bigger one, but I still needed a lot of clothes. So that's what I learned. I researched and I found out that rolling it is better.
And that's a very important thing to do, is research what you really want to do at the location that you're going to. Any vacation or trip that you're taking, as we've said before in some of our talks, it's very important for you to make sure that you know what you may be experiencing, because that's going to help you plan. And one thing that Jose did really well for us for our med trip was he created a packing list for us of everything that we thought we might do, because we had talked about all the excursions and all of the cities, and we had both been on cruise ships before. We are both known for overpacking. We are definite overpackers, and that's something that we talked about wanting to work on and focus on in our future vacations, so that it's just easier for us to travel more lightly and be able to traverse cities a little bit more easily with our luggage and whatnot. So we've discussed that. So making a packing list is definitely something to consider. And doing that just by going through researching what you're going to be doing, what you may need for that, what you can get there or rent there. That's also part of that research. So you don't have to carry it on. You know, if you're planning a ski vacation, there's places to rent skis. You don't have to worry about, okay, now I got to buy skis and pack them and take them and all that other shit. You know, just little things like that. So create that packing list. It is helpful, very helpful. And I didn't have one for our second trip. And if you've seen our videos, you know I forgot my passport. So we made it work. I
had my list.
A friend of ours made it work for us. Is really what it was. Oral made it work for us. So there you go.
And you can find these lists basically everywhere online. You know, if you don't want to print one out, just create one on your phone. Just kind of copy the things that you're going to actually need and just put that under your notes, and then just kind of check those off as you go. Right.
Travel documentation is always going to be one of the most important.
Yep. Let's see. Since keeping the whole flight attendant training kind of thing, which is still in mind, one of the things that they taught us, and you know, a lot of travelers kind of do that, and if you're already kind of aware of, in case of an emergency, you kind of figure your way out, you kind of plan that route already. One of the things that I always do, I always count how many rows I have until I get to that exit row, because in most situations, if you're on a plane, or you know, it can be in a train or a bus or anything, you can always count how many seats you have to get to that exit row. But in a lot of the situations, there's going to be smoke, the power is going to go out, visibility is going to be very low. So you can always count. So if you're sitting here, you go 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. And you just count your way up, and then you know, okay, this is my 5th row. If I make a left, that's going to be the exit right in front of me. That's always a good tip that can actually save your life. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's my other tip for you in case of emergencies. Hopefully no emergencies on your trips, but you always want to prepare for things like that.
Yeah, emergencies you definitely want to prepare for. And especially if you plan any tours or excursions, make sure you have the contact information that tour company has for their emergency, whatever emergency situations may arise. They usually have some sort of land number, a toll-free number, or something that you can call. And I've done tours that were planned by us, as far as us being the bookers and planning them and researching them individually. And we've also gone through cruise lines and whatnot, the ones that they offer. So that's definitely important as far as thinking ahead for emergencies. Yeah. One thing I do also like to plan as well is, or take with me, is I always take an empty water bottle with me when I am going and planning a flight or anything. And the one I usually take with me is one with a filter in it, so that I don't have to worry if I'm flying or if I'm going at rest stops or whatever. If I don't want to buy a bottle of water and I do want to just get water from the drinking fountain, I know that I've got that secondary filtration for whatever may be in the water. And it actually is very, very helpful, because every time I get on an airplane, I get through security. I don't have to worry about any of the water in there. Oh no. Hopefully everybody gets well. But with that being said, sorry, I got distracted by some comments. Some of our friends are feeling ill, so hopefully they're feeling well. But the extra water bottle has actually come in handy for me, especially on planes, because if that flight attendant, or if there's turbulence and they can't get up and do drink service or whatnot, I always know I've got water if I need it, whether that's taking medication if you're on a medication schedule, or just hydrating yourself, because hydration is one of the most important things that you want to make sure you are taking care of to prevent jet lag and other issues when traveling. Stay hydrated. So that empty water bottle that you can fill up at drinking fountains after you go through security is incredibly helpful. And the filtered ones is the best bet. Yep. Even in Europe, like, we used it, and
oh yeah, all over the place.
Yeah, it's very helpful.
Let's see. Another tip for mine is, I always bring extra plastic bags with me that I put my dirty, like, socks and underwear that are, you know, smelly after, you know, being walking around Rome for 12 hours in the middle of summer.
Strong and pungent.
You know, you want to put those socks away so it doesn't get the whole entire room smelly or anything. You just put it in the bag, close it up, and then you can put everything that's dirty there, and you don't have to worry about, you know, mistaking dirty socks for clean socks or anything like that. So you have everything organized and stored away and clean.
And I also have a way that I fold my clothes if they're dirty as just a reminder for me. So when I'm putting my dirty laundry back into my suitcase, I usually do take a bag, but I usually will fold it all inside out. And that is just to let me know that I've already worn it. And generally, other than the sweat, which has made it, you know, for me all the way through the clothing, because that's just me. I worked at Disney in the hot humidity for years, and my body just turned on the faucet of sweat. So
happens a lot.
So I sweat through a lot of clothes. But I usually turn it inside out just because a lot of places when you're traveling can be really dusty. Even big cities, just normal big cities. Chicago, for example, is a good one. Even Orlando, you go out and just the smog on a busy day, if you just do like a face wipe or whatever, you pick up a lot of dirt.
Yeah.
And that's just regular cities, you know, that's civilized world. So if you're going hiking or going places where there's historical places or archaeological digs, and you get that extra dust or whatnot, it's really nice to turn them inside out so you don't get all of that extra dirt and stuff throughout your luggage.
Let's see, what's another one that I was going to talk about? If I wish I did this one for Barcelona, so then we didn't have to like dig through a bag, but always pack an extra set of clothes in your carry-on, even if it's just a bathing suit or just shorts and a t-shirt that you can just change into, because when we were waiting for our hotel room to be ready, we had the option to go into the spa and all that stuff. We had all of our bags there, but it was a pain to try to get our bags back and open it in the lobby and try to look through our clothes and all that stuff just to get something so we can go swimming.
Yeah.
So make sure that you just have that in your carry-on. So if something does happen where your bags are delayed or they get lost, or you just want to go for a swim at the beach while you wait for something, or, you know, you just need to change your clothes, something happened, whatever, you always have a second pair of clothing with you at all times. Because if Sam actually lost his bags coming back, and that was good because it was on the way back, we were just coming home, we had clothes here. But if it was Barcelona, he wouldn't have anything to wear.
And I wouldn't have gotten the bag by the time we needed to get on the cruise ship. And that was giving us 24 hours advance prior to getting on the cruise ship. Like we booked a night in Barcelona before, and we had flown in and we had the whole day there before, but it could have taken that long to get the bag in. So having something, now in theory, they said, oh, you can buy everything, but what do you do when you packed for a week-long cruise overseas and you can't get your bag? And they're like, oh, we'll just reimburse you for everything in the bag. Well, that's all my money. Like like really? Everything?
Yeah.
So
put something else in your carry-on just in case.
Yeah, just and that's I don't know. That's all the ones I thought of for this particular one.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. So tonight we wanted to just let you guys know we're going to touch base on a couple of things. Tonight is going to be our last episode of Wine Talk, this particular format. I know that's disappointing to hear, and we're really sorry to say it. There's a couple of reasons for this, and I'm going to quickly go over them. First and foremost, wine is expensive, which we know, but which is one of the reasons why we cut down to 1 day a week. We thought that we could, continue to go through quality wines at a lower price just for affordability reasons. And we just think it's probably better to focus our money on other things. We do enjoy wine, but we work at a winery and we don't want to necessarily showcase the wines from that winery, not because we don't enjoy them, but just because we like to keep things separate between our personal and our work lives. But on that same note, so we want to come up with a new format, a new show that we can do weekly with topics that there's enough content that we can continually roll out videos every week. We're still working and troubleshooting on what that may be, brainstorming, spitballing, whatever you want to say. So it won't be gone for long as far as a weekly video. We are still putting together content and trying to come up with a refocus of our our Welcome to San Jose channel. It's still travel focused. We're just trying to refocus with the COVID stuff, and it's going to be harder to get access to the theme parks and whatnot. So it's going to be a lot more planning on our end, which we will account for. We're still excited. So we do ask from your end to continue to just like and share these videos, like just pass them on. And if you have any ideas, you can direct message us on either, YouTube. I think you can comment and leave
YouTube,
ideas
Facebook,
in our comments.
Instagram.
Just send us a message and let us know, hey, we really love these stories when you guys tell this. We'd love to hear a weekly series of this. And we've been brainstorming some ideas as well. So maybe we can piece together and come up with a new concept. So again, thank you so much for watching this. And if you made it all the way through the video to the end, and now you know, thank you for watching. We've really appreciated everybody. So thank you so much. I think that's it for this evening.
Yeah, that is it for tonight.
Yeah. So thank you again for watching. And again, last episode of Wine Talk. We'll come up with something. I don't know if that'll be for next Monday or in the future. But again, thank you for your support, and you have an amazing Monday.
Bye, guys. Good night.
Bye, y'all.